easy to three-peat.
No team has done it since the Comets
Blasted into this league with 4 straight titles. Beamish back to Ionescu in the corner. She got it on a 3. An 8-0 Liberty run. Here is Jones off the delivery from Stewart, and Wilson the rejection. The 2-time Defensive Player of the Year with the block. Young left alone, misses the banker.
Shocking to see how many missed layups Vegas has had so far.
7 straight misses from Vegas. Liberty trying to punch their ticket to the finals today. Aces trying to force a Game 5 Tuesday, and Chelsea Gray has been bringing the heat all afternoon.
Come on, man! They're beating us at our game! Let's go!
It has not ever happened in this league's history that a team came back to win a series being down 2-0 in a best-of-5.
Come on! Come on! We're good! Keep the momentum!
A historic season from Asia Wilson, winning her 3rd MVP. Unanimous, just the 2nd unanimous MVP winner in league history.
Watch under! Under!
How about this, Rebecca? They are now 4 for 26 from deep on the day.
And you wonder if some of that is fatigue in their legs after the energy they were exerting in Game 3 from start to finish, both ends of the floor.
Come on, Black! Come on!
The 2-time defending champion Las Vegas Aces facing elimination for the first time since 2021. Ionescu gets free. Her 5th 3 of the day. And New York starting to taste it. Vegas backs off. The New York Liberty on their way to the finals. The Aces under Becky Hammond, champions her first 2 seasons. Being eliminated in Game 4 of these semis.
I don't want to say that we didn't have the right pieces, but I will say that I believe it was the mindset from the beginning to the end. It just didn't feel the same.
I mean, we know how hard it is to go back-to-back, but to three-peat, you know, that would have been crazy, you know, historical. And so, yeah, it sucks to, you know, fall short.
We felt like, well, I felt like I didn't get the job done. Like I didn't do what I needed to do. And the last thing I wanted to feel was that like, oh, I didn't give it enough, or I could have did this differently. Like I hate leaving the court like that. And I think I felt that in our locker room, which made it 10 times worse.
Like I said, can't throw the baby out like with the bathwater. We did some good things. We got to learn from it. It's going to be a long off season. We know that. But next year, we have to build right from day one in the right ways. Okay? So, listen, hold your head up. Like I said, I'll go into war with you guys any day. Even though we're on the wrong side of it this time. Any day, I pick y'all. I pick y'all every day. And I don't even know what to say. For the first time, I'm speechless. But I love y'all. I'm proud to be your coach. And I know I drive you crazy because I'm on you. I'm on you. But it's because A, I believe in you. Like, I believe we're going to win every game. When we go out there, I believe we're going to win every game. And of course, it doesn't always work out that way. But the learning through the pain has to be real. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned this year. Really, when you start thinking back, I suggest you write it down. Because sometimes you forget how you feel. You don't forget how you feel today. We'll be in touch with you guys about next week. Let's go bring it.
That's not the way we wanted to end the season. We just shared a lot of love for each other and everything that we've been through this week, this season, and the highs and lows. And the locker room is just so special, and it's a place where we're so vulnerable, and the people that we see all the time and love on each other all the time. So I'll go to war with that crew any day. Not gonna harp on it too much. It sucks. It stings. But I think this year really kind of set a tone for us going into the off season about how we want to handle things. Oh yeah.
Appreciate all your hard work and your focus, all right? Looking forward to what we're going to do in the off season. All right. It felt like an end of something, and I had no idea why or what was going to turn the next season.
We have to get better. We have to really take a sharp look at ourselves, look ourselves in the mirror, see our shortcomings, and then, you got to make the moves necessary, whatever that means, to put the best product that we possibly can. It's not going to be the same group probably next year. It just won't.
When I said the team is going to look different, I didn't know it was going to look that different. I didn't anticipate all the change that was going to happen. So when I said change, I didn't know there was going to be some changes, but as many changes as there was, I did not know that part.
Breaking news here on SportsCenter. The WNBA's newest franchise, the Golden State Valkyries, have named Nathalie Nakase as their first ever head coach.
So the Chicago Sky have finally now settled in on their next head coach, Tyler Marsh.
I think it's fair to call it an Aces exodus at this point. I mean, first there was the Kelsey Plum move, which was kind of the domino that kicked off WNBA free agency. But the rest of the bench has made its way out the door.
I mean, it was kind of like a domino effect, right?
In the last few days, we saw Sydney Colson join Indiana Fever. We saw Kate Martin get taken by the Golden State Valkyries in the expansion draft a little while ago.
And now Tiffany Hayes has gone to the Golden State Valkyries.
And then we're trying to sit and have meetings and visit with AC, and within 24 hours she then tells us, no, I'm not coming back. And so we had to put our track shoes on, in reference to what we had to try and figure out and who we could retain and get because it was so late.
It's not a cause for panic per se, but it is a cause for what in the world is y'all's strategy?
The Aces are absolutely a playoff team, but I think sometimes you just reach the end of a dynasty run.
One of the things that we always talk about is the standard that we've set for ourselves, and that standard is we want to compete and we want to win championships. And I think this team had to go through that, to be honest. I think this team had to look themselves in the mirror and say, who are we? And what do we want to represent going forward?
The Aces seeking to compete for their third championship in the last 4 years and certainly looking to build that core.
Think about adding a Jewel Lloyd into that mix.
When you have someone who has won titles, is an Olympian, and you bring that leadership to a team like the Las Vegas Aces, I think is going to be huge and immediately puts them back into contention.
They also added some other, guard depth, notably in Dana Evans and Tiffany Mitchell.
The Las Vegas Aces picked Aaliyah Nye from Alabama.
We believe that Aaliyah was perfect for us. She is a lights-out shooter, and she's tough as nails.
When your coaches and your teammates have confidence in you, it only makes you so much better.
Cheyenne Parker-Tyus, who has been an all-star center with the Atlanta Dream, she signed with the Aces this offseason, but she's going to miss at least the start of the season because she is pregnant with her second child.
I just love the energy, the authenticity, and how championship kept coming up. And I already know you know how to win a championship. It was a no-brainer.
Just thank you.
I'm so thankful.
Do you feel like their ceiling, even with the new look team, is WNBA championship?
100%. Are you kidding me? This is a team that has veterans. They've got MVPs. They've got Olympic gold medalists.
And like when you're grateful to play the game that you love and you know that this opportunity doesn't get offered to a lot of people, I sense that here.
To get through a practice and be part of a team again feels like amazing. Like I could get emotional about it.
Growth requires change. And so that's what we're kind of embracing is embrace the change, embrace the hard, and let's get back to being who we are.
We lost 4 key players. We lost 2 phenomenal assistant coaches and brought in 3 men who never coached in the W. It's going to take some time.
Anytime we teaching something, it's like we got to be crisp and don't, yes sir.
Look, anytime you're putting new pieces together, you're adding new experiences, you're adding new voices, and they had to learn the league.
Obviously coming from the men's game is night and day. And I think it took us both time as players and coaches to learn that. But it was super cool just to see them kind of start to form into this like, oh nah, these my sisters, like I'll go to war for you guys.
Good job, Keith. And then on top of that, new players, like this is a new locker room. You know, shout out to Becky and Nikki for putting people in our locker room that are great human beings and great people that want to work hard, that want to win, that are excited to be here.
Everything felt great. Everything felt different. It felt fresh. It felt new. It was like, okay, this is us.
For many years is how can, you know, Asia have some more help. She plays a lot of minutes and it's something you always want to make sure of that you're able to rest your definitely your stars. And I think what kind of made us start thinking about that more is when I think it might have been just the second or third day of camp, Meg gets hurt.
Meg went down with a quite significant ankle sprain, and then all of a sudden that changes things when you're thinking about especially post players.
So Cheyenne's going to be out for pregnancy, and now Meg is going to be out for a while.
To be honest, I thought I was only going to be out for a couple weeks. I thought, okay, I'm going to miss the first part. That's okay. But then I got the call saying I'm going to be out for 2 to 3 months, and I thought, man, you know, I worked so hard to be at this point. What am I going to do?
She goes down and I'm going, whoa, we are down to 1 big. And Kitley is still trying to work her way back in. She's not quite there. We're about to really go into the fire here with these regular season games, and she might be a month out.
Good patience, Liz. Good patience, Liz.
I'm a big, so it just made me feel like horrible that I couldn't like get out there and just be like, I can fill in.
Any great team, you needed to have good support off the bench to be able to maintain that level. Obviously the stars are going to be who they are and they carry such a heavy load, but because it's such a heavy load, they need a break. It was extremely frustrating for me because I knew what I could be bringing at that moment. You know, I think Cheyenne could say the same exact thing.
I definitely wanted my teammates to know I had their back. Even though I couldn't have it on the court, I tried to show that I had their back in every other way by just being present and also showing like I'm gonna go through as much as I can with you guys while I can.
She was still doing a couple of things and I'm going, you need to sit down. No, I'm fine, coach.
She was still doing shooting sessions before, just like all the rest of the girls do before practice. Sometimes she would warm up with the team, but really I think it like contributed to the team culture because you always want your team to see you working, and she was working literally the entire time.
I think we just kept the faith, we kept hoping, and we kept rehabbing to get back as quickly as possible.
It just put things in perspective where Asia was going to be on an island fast. And that was not the game plan. We wanted to be able to give her as much assistance as we could in helping from defensive rebounding and being able to defend and not put it all on her.
Asia's like on the bench just gassed, and I'm like looking like, damn, like she has no sub for this drill. So I just tell her, I'm like, sis, I'm sorry, I wish I could get in there with you. And she's like, don't apologize, like you'll be back when the time is right.
Everybody's talked about a lot about what we've lost. I look at what we've gained, and I'm really happy with how our bench is kind of forming out, and we're not completely healthy yet, but when we do, I think they're going to be a problem.
The WNBA tip-off weekend continues here in Brooklyn, the home of the reigning champs, the New York Liberty, as they host the reigning MVP in Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces.
been a frustrating afternoon for the Aces.
Early on, when we were not as deep, the players may have felt a little extra pressure, a little heaviness.
You do have to shift your expectations because it's not the same team. You switch it and you have red, that's your box out. Nobody should be in the middle of the floor, just standing. And another defensive breakdown.
We just have to do better on the defensive end, and it starts with me. I had a lot of mental lapses, and I can't have that for my team.
A'ja Wilson's the only true big in the game right now, but hold it down on defense there.
We were losing these last 4-minute stretches in the fourth quarter early on, and we couldn't figure it out.
We didn't execute schemes. I thought we were soft.
We were getting wins, but it didn't feel like we were getting wins. It felt like everything was such a grind. Everything was so hard.
Jewell Loyd misses her first shot, and she's still trying to figure out her role here, I think, with the Aces.
I just wanted to make sure that I can constantly be in her ear to let her know, always remember who she is. And I'm constantly telling her I trust her every single day with every shot she takes.
This crowd on her feet, and a dagger from Jewell Loyd.
I think we were down like 8 with 3-something left. That's a gutsy win with a team that hasn't been together that long.
Battling through adversity for the last handful of games. Different pieces trying to figure it out.
And it was just me and Meg over there on the sidelines, and Becky would come over there and be like, wish I could use both of you.
The Aces rally together.
Finding a way to close it out.
You're always constantly looking, what do we need? How can we kind of buy some time until we get Meg here?
Saying, hey, let's take a hard look at where we are. Let's figure out our identity. Let's lean in on that.
We got people playing out of position. We got people injured. We're going through it right now. We're the bad news bears right now.
And the second most points ever scored against the Vegas franchise. This is not 2023. This is not 2024.
Our offense looked very unorganized. It looked dysfunctional. It looked like not us.
I look at our locker room and I always see hope. So I don't really care what it could say or what it looks like. Yeah, it may suck and yeah, it may be hard, but I'm never going to count us out of any situation. And I think my teammates know that, and I think I kind of voiced that to them as well. We didn't get the job done, but there's never a doubt in my mind that we're ever out of a game.
Let's talk about the Aces. Their offensive numbers down just a little bit, but not so for A'ja Wilson.
Well, A'ja Wilson has started off her 8th season in the WNBA with a bang. A 3-time MVP, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, and she has got it rolling early. And it's really been her defense that has impressed me most to start this young season. Number 1 in the WNBA in blocks and steals, 2nd in points per game, and 2nd in rebounding.
It's not falling right now for Vegas.
They have struggled in the assist category, 10th in the league, so there were signs already that there wasn't good continuity. And this is where you really pay close attention to some of the differences for Las Vegas this year. It comes off of the bench. They now have Tiffany Mitchell, Dana Evans, you mentioned Nye, the rookie, and how this group continues to come along and support their starting unit will be important for Las Vegas this year. Lots of turnovers to start this game.
It's a recurring theme. And now A'ja bringing the ball up. We're seeing that more and more. She's going to go the length of the court. No, she's not. Rejected again by Billings. And then Burton goes coast to coast for her first basket. It's a 7-0 Valkyries run. Jackie Young is scoreless in this game. The Aces have been struggling. Second to last in field goal percentage as a team in the league. Come on, Monique Billings. Back to back. Thornton. Golden State by 15 points. Oh, shot. Martin, fire away. They call her money for a reason.
Vegas does exactly what they should do coming out of the half, is going right to A'ja Wilson, though the difficulty of the shot she has had to take today have been at a high level because the defense has been focused on taking away the interior.
Nothing is easy against this Valkyries defense. Xander Lascini, everything's falling. 3 double-doubles for the Valkyries, and they just blew away Vegas today. And Becky Hammon is walking away. She's frustrated, and she should be.
Effort has to come from your heart. You know, the schemes, the discipline, the habits, that's your head. And right now, we not only have a heart issue, but it's letting us affect our head issue.
Yeah, it's uncharted territory right now that we haven't really seen this side and play like this since we've all been together under Becky.
I'm sorry, the Aces, your time is over.
Other teams got a lot better, and the Aces seem that they didn't.
We see the final score. We see A'ja Wilson's box score. Everyone's like, well, A'ja needs some help.
It was unfortunate just how A'ja felt like the weight of the whole world was on her shoulders during that time, and I was feeling that.
A'ja Wilson went out at about the 117 mark in the third quarter, and she has not come back in since, and she's ruled out for the remainder of the game.
I brought in A'ja one time. She just sat there and cried. Like, I just cried with her.
They've had a difficult season in Vegas standards, and they're trying to kind of find their footing.
It's never just like one person, you know. It's one person here, two people there, a different nine over here.
I remember vividly, there were some times that were tough, you know, and outside of what the world saw as far as our team records, everybody has something that they're going through in their personal lives.
We're playing basketball, but at the same time, we're going through, real life things, the things that everybody goes through, you know, and me and KB were kind of going through the same thing at the same time. She lost her dad and then maybe her uncle, and then I lost my uncle and then my dad, and so it was just kind of happening at the same time. We kind of both had the same story. Our dads weren't in our life for most of our lives, you know, and so you never know how you're gonna feel whenever that point in time comes.
The Aces will have to regroup on the road. They go to 5-5.
We cried about it. We went through what we went through, our feelings. And then on top of that, going through us losing didn't help at all.
Little shove, and Miller goes to the cup. And here comes Carlton off the Minnesota steal. Bridget Carlton. Minnesota's on a 5-0 spur. Smith got all of that one. Just stifled Young.
I told Beck, I felt like I was playing angry to start the season, you know, just angry, hurt, frustrated, you know, just kind of trying to navigate that and how I was going to be able to process it.
An 8-second backcourt violation. You can see Jackie Young, confusion, frustration.
It was tough early on, and I felt like you could see that through my game.
Young trying to sling it over to Lloyd, intercepted. Turnover number 21 for Las Vegas.
Those first two championships that they got, it was a breeze. You know, like the talent just overweighed everything. This time, it had to really be earned.
Lynx by 9 and a block by Williams.
When you have a lot of new people, everyone's trying to figure out their role, right? So you don't want to do too much or do too little.
We didn't know what it was and why we couldn't get over the hump. We didn't know why, you know, the trust wasn't fully there.
Kirsten Bell. That's the kind of night it's been for Las Vegas.
And yes, we have all these Olympians and the best player in the world and one of the best coaches and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, like, you have to put in the work. You really have to, I don't know, we really just weren't playing good.
Fans coming to their feet. They're going to watch the Lynx secure a win over the Las Vegas Aces.
We're still looking to play a complete 40 minutes. And until we learn to do that, we'll continue to lose.
The Las Vegas Aces have been inconsistent on the defensive end of the floor. We've seen some of their star players be more inconsistent.
Now when you look at the roster and they're losing, you start looking at, okay, where is the depth?
Okay, Kia Stokes ain't worth a damn. Kirsten Bell, she ain't worth a damn.
They just don't have what they've had in years past. It shows, and I'm not saying you're pressing that button yet, but you're close to it.
Beat us! Let's look at us, baby!
The chemistry of this team is lacking.
They are not used to being a 500 team. They are not used to being the 7th or 8th ranked team in the WNBA. They are used to being in that contender category.
We've been so hard on Jewel Lloyd. Like, where is Jewel? Like, I've been wondering the same thing about Chelsea. Like, where is Chelsea Gray? Like, the Chelsea Gray we know, the point guard, where is she?
Is the Aces, quote-unquote, dynasty over?
Yes, A'ja is still her, but A'ja needs some help.
I'm still wondering, like, you know, is it Megan Gustafson? Is it Elizabeth Kitley? Is it Kia Stokes? Like, how are the Aces gonna give A'ja just a little bit of rest during the regular season?
You see how Seattle comes out and plays them. Do people fear the Aces anymore?
A'ja Wilson should not be leading this team in every statistical category. To me, that's the first problem.
5,000 career point. The fans
There's just kind of down the line of not taking care of the ball, not being able to secure rebounds well enough.
They're a long cry from the aces that we saw once upon a time.
You all need to get together, look yourselves in the mirror and say, what can we do to be the unit we need to be defensively so we have more opportunities offensively?
Our destiny is winning. It's us changing the trajectory of what that looks like.
Figure out who y'all gonna be. And you all might need to have a damn team meeting because us having a meeting with you all the time is bullshit at this point.
I think the beautiful thing about all my teammates' relationship, and I think they know me, is like, I'm going to keep it real with you. I am. I'm going to keep it real with you because I want you to do the same for me. And it's no hard feelings. It is strictly out of love. And that was that moment where I was like, all right. Like, and there's no way I'm averaging more assists than one of the best guards in our league, if not one of the best passers in our league. Not me. That's not my job. I didn't get drafted to pass the ball.
I don't know if I was stuck in like this mode of like this is what I have to do, but I like just being myself is enough. And I got outside of that in the beginning of the season, and then I was trying to turn it around, but then we're also losing, so I'm just like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
Early on, she was in that unrivaled mode, you know, going one-on-one and doing more of that style of play, and we didn't need that. We needed Chelsea to be who Chelsea has been her entire career, a leader, an orchestrator, hitting the big shots when nobody else can.
And I remember I'm going to Becky and having a vulnerable meeting. It was like, I just don't feel like this is who I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing. And I apologized for like, okay, I'm not leading this team the way I should. Super raw, and she understood.
Sometimes, Becky would tell her too, like sometimes you just need to keep it simple sometimes until we get in a little flow. And I think that, I don't want to say it was hard for her because she's a great player and a great passer, but yeah, some of the stuff was just really uncharacteristic of her. And we're just like, come on, Chelsea, like, you got this, girl. And then it also didn't help that we were losing. And so I think, especially our stars on the team, right? I think that they felt like they need to do more.
Like we wanted to force certain things that maybe weren't there to basically try to get wins. And unfortunately, when you try to force things that aren't naturally there, those types of games and those types of losses are going to happen.
And I think that's this year's what we saw in each other was like, we have to be honest with each other. We have to hold ourselves accountable, hold each other accountable, because we know the talent in this room. We know that we have people that have been in championship locker rooms before, and this ain't it.
Active hands, tips that one away, the turnover.
You don't want to turn the ball over against the Washington Mystics because they want to push and score quick.
An opportunity missed right there for Bell.
But with this young talent for Washington, there's no fear. They are not intimidated by being on the floor with some of the greatest players in the world.
Edwards, hand in the passing lane, gets the steal. Defense to offense for Washington, and Becky Hammond not liking what you're seeing right now.
The Aces are shooting almost 58%, and they're down 9. Well, what's the problem? Turning the ball over.
Asia Wilson, help defense. Oh, Marathon not giving up on the plays. And they kick it down, and they stick with it. The Mystics just don't give up on any play.
Lost every quarter but that fourth quarter because our bench came in and competed and did a great job.
Much needed bucket for the Aces and also for Dana Evans. She's got her first point. 3-ball by Chelsea Gray, but a little too much too late. Aces are going to drop down below 500 once again, 7-8 overall.
It starts on the defensive end. We can't get transition, and it's just so repetitive. It's the same thing every game.
You have to master the basics, and my team does not have them mastered.
I think the hardest part about being an athlete is that every day, every game, every time you put on a jersey, you're getting criticized on everything you do.
People were talking so bad about so many of our teammates, but you don't know what we're doing behind the scenes.
There's a lot more that happens than what shows up on a stat sheet. There's a lot more happens in the highlights and the plays.
It's a team sport for a reason. Yes, you can win on one play or one free throw or whatever, but we needed all 11 of us to win this year.
To know that, we're trying to do this thing together, but you have two very key people on the team with Kia and KB just getting bullied.
When we have a bad game or we're just going through something and you just want to go and get a break, and then you go home and you just see people like saying that you're worthless and that you should physically harm yourself, like stuff like that, like, yeah, you can just turn it off and ignore it, but why do you feel like you need to come at me all types of ways just because you don't like how I play?
You could hear the crowds. And then from the games and them going, you're not good enough, why are you even in the game, why are you all putting her in the game, you could hear them say that. And then following with what was happening on social media.
Everybody knows I love getting on TikTok because that's where I get a lot of my attention. But I started getting negative attention. And I'm just like, how can somebody with so much joy, so much energy, get so much hate?
It was very, very hard for me to see KB go through what she went through. Only because I felt so helpless. I felt so helpless, and like, I think the biggest thing for me and what people may not have seen is like, KB still showed up to work every single day the best way that she could.
It had me at a low point, and I think Asia, Becky, CT, like, they all came up to me and told me that I'm worth it.
There's two portals to your heart and your spirit. And one is your eyes, what your eyes consume, and the other one is your ears, what you're listening to. And you have to guard those. Just trying to get her to think about and read things that were positive and uplifting, and let those permeate, let those take root in your head, but don't give them access to your heart like that.
Everybody on the team, they kind of like, you know, brought me in a little bit more. And made it known that I was meant to be where I was at, and that I'm just be where my feet is. Enjoy the moment. And I was just trying to embrace it, but at the same time, I'm getting so much hate for it. And it was hard. It was very hard.
Things needed to change for us, obviously roster-wise, but then also just heart. And I think in that moment when we were going through it and before we got lists and everybody was saying, oh, I regressed, and oh, this is y'all MVP, or is this, oh God, this, that, and the third about age, like I can't hang my head and feel like I underperformed when I know I'm trying my best.
There's that championship chemistry that shows up not every possession, but at times for the Aces.
Spoiled a lot of people with our greatness, and right now we're just not great, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We still have the full potential to be our best.
Wilson, she gets her home.
When we knew that we were putting the work in, we were doing the right things, it just didn't seem to click, then that means, okay, maybe a piece is missing. And we had people playing out of position. It took a toll on everybody.
The trade deadline is quickly approaching, and this is a very pivotal time.
When the opportunity to get Nalissa came up, she had lit us up in Indiana, I think her rookie year. I was like, that kid is super talented. Like, I would love to coach her one day. I liked her fire, I liked her toughness. I felt like she was a really talented individual that could help us.
It's interesting because her experience at Dallas, I did not know was as tough as it had been. I got word that the passion of the game had left her.
And they're going to tee up Nalissa Smith for throwing the basketball. Little frustrating, I think, for Nalissa Smith.
When you're losing so much, you stop having fun. You lose the joy for the game. You start just wondering where you fit in a system. Like, you start thinking, like, damn, is it me? Like, they're always choosing other people over me. Like, damn, do I need to do this better? Do I need to do that better? Because on this side, you're hearing, no, you're doing enough. Like, they're just tripping. And then on this side, it's just like, you don't want to think that in your head. It's like, nah, I just got to go harder. Like, I'm not doing something right. Like, someone's outworking me. So that was kind of the perspective that kind of changed in my head.
In order to secure and acquire Nalissa, we had to open up cap space. And in doing so, unfortunately, Liz was part of that, and so was Tiffany. That was a difficult decision to make, but it's one that had to be made.
She's going to get you some rebounds. She's going to get some deflections. She's going to score it. Energy.
Just juice.
Yeah.
Gas pedal. Give me that gas pedal.
Yes.
I'm happy with that one.
Yes.
Las Vegas has acquired Nalissa Smith from the Dallas Wings in exchange for the Aces 2027 first-round pick.
The Las Vegas Aces traded a first-round pick for Nalissa Smith. What in the world are the Las Vegas Aces thinking about?
When you question, do you give a 27 pickup for Nalissa Smith? The answer is yes. And the reason being is because I don't know what's going to happen in 2027 as far as everything that's going on with this league. But what I do know is that Nalissa Smith is a baller. I do know that she would come in here and give us what we need for us to position ourselves to win a championship.
Once I got traded, it was just like, damn, I kind of got to flip this switch. Like, I'm going to a dynasty of a team. I got to turn it up a notch, you know? Like, I can't come here and fall victim to the system again.
We needed to get Asia more space. I think that was the thing that we really needed to lock in on, and we were really guard heavy. We all knew that we can do different things for the team, but we didn't know how to do it together.
And I felt like Liz was the perfect piece for us, and I hate that we had to lose people in it, and that's the worst part about the business. But the way that she came in and just buckled down, like, no, I gotta show up for y'all, without even knowing us, was everything I needed to know about her character, everything I needed to know about her just as just a person.
For the Aces, acquiring Nalissa Smith, she's introduced to the starting five to join Asia Wilson, but also to alleviate the three-time MVP.
The mental health of the bench to not have a cancer, because we're one body. Eventually, if you have cancer here, it's going to spread. And I think Kia's professionalism, who she is as a person, her desire to win, seeing her work in that space after me changing her role in a very substantial way hits different, because it takes a different kind of person to not only accept that, but then pour into the one that took your spot. That's a different human.
You know, I always trust the process, and we obviously needed help. Like, things just weren't clicking. I know they needed that fifth spot to be like another scorer or someone who's more aggressive, which I'm not an idiot. Like, I know what it is, right?
And I think it just shows just people's character here. Like, people's character is just so selfless.
I can't complain, be mad, I'm not playing this and that. Like, at the end of the day, I want to win a championship. So whatever my role needs to be for us to win, like, I will gladly do that.
Yonescu gets blocked again.
And that's great that we have players who are secure enough in themselves to say, hey, let me help you. Let me be there so that you don't fail.
Smith ducks in and gets the roll.
It's the best I've seen Nalissa Smith play all season long.
They believe in me, they have given me that confidence, so I have nothing to worry about on the floor but just to play basketball.
The importance of a good fit for a player in an organization makes all the difference in the world. We needed someone to be gritty and someone to do the garbage work, someone who didn't get the credit but got the job done, and that's exactly who she is.
And she just needs some confidence. She needed some love. She needed to see the world bigger than what she was exposed to, and she needed people around her that motivated her, that really loved her and inspired her.
Man, I feel like that was the first time that I actually felt, valued in a while. Just having people that pour into me, and people that went out their way to find me. I feel like it was the first time that people started to believe in me again, But nah, but I'll be forever appreciative for them, just for giving me a chance to, love this game again.
Becky Hammond was very clear in the pregame statements to the media. She said we have to do a much better job with our paint
defense, especially against this Washington team.
We were better than what showed for a lot of the season, but teams didn't want to see us. And as coaches, we knew that.
Nice decision and got the bucket.
Did it show up in the wins and losses? No. But we were getting better and we were growing as a team.
Here's Gustafson, and she has been out with an injury until this game.
And I think there was a lot of pressure on the bench players, especially in the first half of the season. We weren't producing.
Loose ball picked up by Nye, up the floor. Gustafson in transition lays it up and in.
When we came in the game, it should not be a drop-off. We were either going to increase the lead or we were going to maintain it for our starters.
Evans' jumper goes.
She is lightning in a bottle right now for the Aces.
Point guard doing what she does best. There's the movie reel. 3 seconds and a half. Up the floor. Lloyd, 1 second, lets it fly and hits.
To me, I had seen enough brilliant moments where it was like, okay, how do we sustain this? Because I could see it for 10 minutes, and then the next 10 minutes, it was like Jekyll and Hyde. We would be brilliant and then terrible.
The Mystics battling back as they trail by 4. Jumper doesn't go. Austin fighting for the offensive board. Comes up with it, banks it in. And the Mystics take a 1-point lead. Young gets into the paint. Bank shot too strong, rebounded, and Citron seals it.
We weren't a good team at that time. We weren't playing well individually or collectively. We got to find something that's sustainable and maintainable throughout the course of even a game. Forget a series. Can we be the same team quarter after quarter after quarter? Care, chemistry. You know what? I don't even know if we have that right now. I don't got enough X's and O's in the world to fix what's up in here and here, because that's the problem, really. It's got to be full out love and care for each other. That is the separation factor, but we got to start righting the ship. We got to get serious today. We got to fix our shit today.
What people probably don't know is Becky got fed up. And Becky said, since y'all don't want to listen to us, y'all come up with the scout. Y'all come up with the schemes.
Asia would have the pen and we would go over like different stuff we wanted to do and how we wanted to do pick and roll coverages, keys to the game, and different matchups.
And we dove into each other and we were like, all right, how can we make this work the right way for all of us to eat?
And allowed a sense of like ownership, vulnerability, people to be super honest and raw.
It didn't matter if you played, if you didn't play. We were open to hearing from everybody, and I think that's what kind of made us gel.
We were actually slowly trending in the right direction.
A'ja Wilson continues to be the bright spot, and if it were not for the fact that Las Vegas isn't necessarily having a stellar season, she probably would be one of the top names mentioned in the MVP category.
When you're in the trenches and things aren't going well and it feels like everybody got something to say about the Aces team, how do you lead that? How do you get all the minds on one accord of staying poised through the noise?
And for me personally, there was a moment in my head I was just like, listen, like you're kind of wasting this year. You said all this noise in the beginning, you gotta be able to back it up, Chelsea.
And she started to trust us more. She started to trust Jackie more with being more vocal in the huddles, and Chelsea just was Chelsea.
I mean, how well was that ball delivered?
I think we're starting to get our chemistry is starting to form in a better way, in a good way.
Evans' confidence with this squad has started to build towards the end of the first half of this season, finding good shots, making good decisions.
It's Dana Evans' show. Put her name up in lights in Vegas.
I feel like I'm in a better state of mind right now, and you take that pressure and that stress off of you, you free.
Straight through a double team, difficult shot.
Becky Hammond said she just wants this team to be better today than they were yesterday.
It's Howard who backs in on Smith, ducks in and lays it in. And on this night, the Indiana Fever get it done.
They're still searching for a rhythm in their offense, in their game. Just a really impressive, dominant performance tonight over these Aces.
My biggest concern right now is nobody jump overboard. The ship is moving in the right direction. Keep the faith, and eventually, the lid's gonna come off.
Yesterday we saw the Las Vegas Aces take on the Dallas Wings, and for the first time this season, for the first time in years, Jewell Loyd came off the bench.
Becky says, just so you know, Jewell was asking to come off the bench. Jewell who? And she's like, yeah, Loyd. Loyd wants to come off the bench says she'd feel better about doing it.
And it's not because I don't feel like I'm good or I'm not confident. It's just like, I think that will help us. We have to fill this void. We have to find another rhythm. And so I trust that the bond that this group has for 4 or 5 years is stronger than what we're trying to do right now.
I still believe in the Jewel Lloyd who can put up 35 on you in a night. And I wanted to make that very clear for her that even if I did move her to the bench, it wasn't because any kind of loss of belief or not satisfied with her play.
I was like, Becky, listen, I just want to win. Can you please, I'm like begging her, can you please let me go on the bench?
2 days later, Asia then comes in and says, it just needs to happen. Y'all make it happen. And then when I had to text KB, I was nervous about that too, because I'm like, I see the way people talk about her, I see the way people dog her out. And it's like, I know she's gonna want to live and be like, yeah, bump that. Like, F no, I'm here. And so when it came to those two, particularly having to take a step back and be a pro and then step up and be a pro, I was like, yeah, we have the right people in this locker room.
She's an Olympian, she's a champion, she's one of the best players in the league, and so you are gonna take that step back to sit on the bench for somebody who's been in the league, 4 years? But that goes to show her professionalism as well, because that's hard to do.
KB came in and started dominating real quick. Like, hold up, I'm starting.
Great start for her second career start.
And she buries another 3.
I was so excited for her because I'm like, yes, KB, we've seen her in practice. She's cutting, she's finishing, she's shooting.
Crashing the old boards, making sure she was on time, on target with all the plays, all the little things, like I said, that do not show up on the stat sheet.
I went from scoring to coming to a league where I have a role, and I think that's what makes you a professional. You don't want it to be about yourself, you want it to be about the team.
Bell makes her first start of the season and pours in 19 points.
And then Jewel, it gave her a spark too and gave her a fresh type of approach to the game.
Lloyd has been a spark off the bench. She has just started to light it up.
The 3 buried by Jewel Lloyd.
To see the opportunity, I think that's what's the hardest part about being a bench player is we are underappreciated most of the time because we don't get the time. And when you don't get the time, how can you produce?
9 for 3, in the corner, knocks it down. Good pass. Beautiful pass in the finish. They get it over to Megan. Lloyd again, buries it.
That hurts.
Jackie Young takes it away. No-look pass inside to Wilson. Jackie Young with her 6th assist in the ballgame.
The inability to stop the Aces from scoring at will was the deadly shot tonight.
That was the first time that year that I got text messages like, oh, there the Aces are. There they are. They're smiling. They're having a good time. They're playing with joy, and they're playing together.
I love being on the high of winning the right way, and that's what's next on my list. Is I want to continue to stack wins for this team and for this franchise.
The Aces ruined the Cameron Brink return game. They won 89-74, and more specifically, it was an A'ja Wilson masterclass. I know the MVP race has taken off without her. You watch that first quarter, you can almost convince yourself that she should be back in the conversation with Nafisa Collier, with Alyssa Thomas, even in spite of all the struggles of the Aces this season.
It's one thing to beat the Sparks, but the Sparks aren't the Lynx. If I'm going to consider your corner turn, those are the types of teams you've got to be able to beat consistently.
And for the Minnesota Lynx, Nafisa Collier having an MVP-type season.
Coming off back-to-back 30-point games, but bringing her attention to the field goal percentage. Combined in those 2 contests, she is shooting 74% from the field. Collier playing at an MVP level.
The whole game just felt like an out-of-body experience. It didn't feel real. It didn't feel like it was us. We couldn't figure out how to make a basket, how to stop them from scoring, everything. We were just shocked.
And to do that on our home floor in front of our fans, and it just, it was a snowball effect. Nothing was really working.
This is just a tremendous showing for the Minnesota Lynx and how powerful and connected their offense is. They have 32 assists in this game on 42 made field goals, which is just beyond impressive.
Meanwhile, Minnesota has led this game by as many as 51 points. 8 for 8. Kayla McBride setting a new personal record for most threes in a half.
What are we watching right now?
History? This is almost as perfect a half as you would want to see from any basketball team. So it's a right ankle injury for Collier as her right foot landed on Alana Smith.
And you just hate to see that, and your feet was in obvious pain.
The Minnesota Lynx have set a new WNBA record for the biggest road win. Largest margin of victory on the road in WNBA history. None of us saw this coming. The Aces, they're a 500 team again. They're going to fall to 14-14. That big jam, trying to get that 8th spot in the playoffs.
Las Vegas in position to hit that stride, but not a good showing today.
You mentioned, obviously, the Lynx being the best team in the league. This was going to be a test.
F. Next question.
I mean, all that we've known probably our whole lives is being winners, you know? And so to lose by 53, I mean, honestly, it was embarrassing.
I don't think I've ever lost a game more than that in my entire life.
Like, no, we actually were out of the playoffs at All-Star. And, like, we actually lost by 53 points in the game. Like, we're breaking the wrong kind of records here.
30 minutes, maybe to an hour after, Asia texted the group, you know, and just kind of encouraged us, was honest with us, but was very, you know, there's a lot of direction in the text of where we need to go and where we need to be.
I feel like one thing I did do is send a message to them and just say, if you weren't embarrassed from yesterday, then you're not needed or wanted here. We need the mindset to shift because that was embarrassing.
What a pathetic game for the Las Vegas Aces, aka the Las Vegas Jokers. At this point, it's just an embarrassment to women's basketball, women's sports.
There's no better way to cleanse the palate than to get back up, jump on the horse again, and give it another shot.
They are battling right now for playoff positioning on the line. A lot at stake tonight, ladies.
Take my hand. Will take my hand. We're going to the land of which we came.
When that whole 53-point loss thing happened and Asia texted the group, either we're going to respond to this or we're going to fold.
This crowd happy with what they saw today, especially after the tough one yesterday.
That was God showing us that we can't trust in man, we have to trust in him. And only way he can really teach you that lesson is taking you through the mud.
I have like PTSD coming back to this building.
Yeah.
Please bring your A game tonight, offensively and defensively.
It gave us an opportunity to really dial into, like, what are we doing this for? Who are we doing this for? And it went from, I'm doing this for me, to I'm doing this for us.
Still a mountain to climb here.
I will take it. It's a W at the end of the day, but we still know our best basketball is in front of us.
I'm not ready. God's got a plan for
The Aces with their third win in a row, and they move ahead of Seattle in the standings.
Championship teams, championship mindset is that, like, human nature doesn't exist because you've disciplined your body so well, you've disciplined your will, you've disciplined your habits. It doesn't matter if you're tired because your will to win trumps it.
And that is rebound number 20 for Asia Wilson. 32 points, 20 rebounds. This crowd giving some love to these Aces who have their longest win streak of the season.
We have to play for each other. It's just not always going to be individuals. It's not always going to be just the stars. It's going to take all of us.
Our defense has to be better on Wednesday. That's all I'm going to say. We want to be the better defensive team, the more aggressive team, night in and night out. Doesn't matter who goes out there. It's your job to go out there and be the aggressor. Okay? Take tomorrow, and then we'll get a decent one on Tuesday and whoop that New York ass home. Hey. I like that. Come on now.
The beginning of the win streak,
it was an emphasis on like passes per game. And then she'd also break down our shot chart where it was like if we had 4 more passes per possession, we shot 70%. If we had 2 passes or less, we shot 20%. So she was really like laying out the facts. It was like, if you guys want to win, this is what you need to do. If you're not, we're going to keep losing.
Hey, Coach, first time winning 4 straight games this season. Do you feel like confidence-wise is the most confidence the team has had this season so far?
I mean, we're in a good spot. We want to just continue to keep building, keep stacking wins. We should be feeling pretty confident. Again, this will be another great test for us on Wednesday. You know, in order to be in these conversations with the best teams, you got to beat the best teams. New York is one of the best teams. I feel like we're starting to, stand up and get some sturdiness. Like I said, I feel like we've gotten out of the shallow end of the pool, where I said before, we're drowning in 2 feet of water. And at some point, we just got to stand up and grab the next person next to us and stand up. And I feel like we've kind of crossed that threshold now. I'm super curious about this game. To be honest, I'm super curious. Y'all, the new ones here, New York has pretty much owned us the last year and a half. I think we're better than what we've played against them this year. And I think we could all agree that there's probably 6 or 7 games this year that we gave away. Let me tell you, 6 or 7 games, swing, puts us in second place, above them. And that's stuff that we have to own. But if you want to be in the conversation, and I believe this group does want to be in the conversation of championship teams, you can go and beat the champs. Let's go.
Come on now. Let's go, let's go.
Vegas trying to find their way, but at least they're on an uptick. They've won 4 straight games.
I told them, I was like, I don't know when this lid is going to come off, but when this lid comes off, it's going to pour.
The test was New York, and it could rematch them. They were playing really, really good basketball at that time. Everyone was locked in. Obviously, there's a lot of history between the 2 teams. And we had a chance to say, okay, like, if what we really do believe is, about this team is true, let's prove it. And that's when the trust, I think, the fans saw the trust that we were working on.
And here in Vegas, they're feeling another win.
Jewell Loyd coming off the bench was the best thing they ever did. It's crazy how much of a spark plug she's become.
Loyd, that's one of her spots. Selects that baseline 3. York gives it back. Jewell aggressively to the hoop. On the ball, but it doesn't matter. Jewell Loyd right when the shot clock was expiring.
What a night for Loyd off of the bench. 20 points, 7 for 12 from the field.
I'm here to hope, whatever I can do, and that's all. It's never been about me. It should never be about any one person.
The Las Vegas Aces, they've taken 5 in a row and a huge win over second place New York.
Since the Las Vegas Aces had that 53-point loss, they're playing their best basketball of the year, and frankly, their win against New York was maybe their most significant win of the year.
And we didn't do everything right, but it was just a different energy and vibe when we won that game. And I think once we beat New York, we was like, oh, we might be cooking a little something right now. We might be cooking with something.
Chelsea Gray, who really has been the hero with the points and the assists. Look at the touch pass. Oh, that's just beautiful.
The way they're sharing the basketball right now, they are peaking at the right time.
What a game for Wilson. She's looking at a 30-point game. 6th straight victory for this Las Vegas team, a team that many thought was out of the playoff picture just weeks ago.
Kirsten Bell, the 3-point menace. She has torched Dallas this season. They have now won 7 straight games.
In this win streak, they have averaged about 90 points a game. They have also tightened up defensively. They're moving the basketball. The ball is popping. Things are going well at the right time for the Aces.
Triple team, and the takeaway though. Asia Wilson with another one and give the assist to Chelsea Gray.
This is a big possession for the Aces.
Wilson gets it. A 30-10 double-double for Wilson.
Both teams know how important that game was for the standings. It was that we got 9 stops in a row. That's really, really hard to do, especially with an offensive team like that. It was attention to detail, especially on the defensive end, and then we had to take it possession by possession offensively.
You're kind of sitting there going like, we're almost through this end of the season. Like, we're still winning like crazy. And I think people were like, especially at the beginning, they can't beat good teams. Well, we were beating the best teams.
Hey, the shot is up. Oh, batting around and a big rebound. And the Aces with the comeback win. Is this the playoffs? It sure feels like it.
Let's say it's 8 in a row, though, for Las Vegas.
In the last 8:44, they scored 5 points.
They didn't score till 2:52. Period, Kia.
Just a good overall group effort. Chelsea getting double-digit assists. When you get us rolling like that. The Eggs play together were really hard to beat, but when we play defense like that, I don't know if we can beat. I don't know if we can beat. I hardly give you any shout-outs because you get all the shout-outs like publicly, but you've been a monster. And 30 a night, and you don't even notice because it's become so normal. And I don't want us to get like normal or average on your greatness. And you had 4 assists, and you had 5 blocks just to throw And the big stop at the end, that was the biggest stop of our season.
Together, 1, 2, 3, together.
The winning streak, first of all, it started with the defense. I think we start figuring out, look, we're not gonna be able to outscore everybody. And I think we start finding our identity in that defensive end.
She never talked about the turnovers, the missed shots. It was always defense, rebounding, the energy, the effort.
And we just kept saying, if we just take care of us and we win each game from here forward, we will put ourselves in the position that we need to be in.
When you love your teammates and when you love your staff and when you're just surrounded by good people, it's so much easier just to drop your shoulders and just go out there and play basketball.
Melissa Smith, just a great addition for the Aces.
Getting it done inside.
But at the same time, we were free. We were happy. We were celebrating each other's moments every single second.
Hope D in the takeaway. Jewel Lloyd as the steal. Evans, give her a 3 ball.
During the streak, those two came in and put a statement and an exclamation point on many, many of those wins.
When Dana finally became Big D, it took us to a different level.
A quick crossover by Dana Evans.
The way Dana just kept trucking along and emerged in the right way, in the right time. I always think you want to be playing your best basketball in September, October, right? But individually, you want to start building these habits. And Dana was able to do that offensively and defensively. And we needed that.
I wanted to come in and I wanted to change the tempo. I wanted to change the whole dynamic of the game.
6 different people in double figures for the Aces.
These are bona fide, true, big heart, big moment players.
This would be win number 9 in a row.
When we were winning, I was at my best, and I just felt that. I felt my team needed that.
Being able to see her out there, it's not that you take it for granted, but there's some eye-popping moments where you're like, oh, wow, that was really amazing.
She is kind of an X factor to where you got Chelsea out there doing her thing, you got Asia out there doing her thing, and then you have to deal with Jackie. It's like, what are we gonna do with all this?
And Vegas holds off the Sky and clinches a playoff spot. Make it 11 straight for the Aces.
The hottest team in the league.
In this win streak, they've been better defensively. They've been better rebounding. The team has also risen to the occasion, but this is very much centered around the dominance of A'ja Wilson. She's leading the league now in points, in blocks, second in rebounds. She could be trying to get her 4th MVP. That's never been done before.
I can feel the fire in my heart. So bright and won't go out. The light that guides me through the dark gives me hope when there is doubt.
A'ja Wilson's gonna do whatever she can to keep her team on this win streak. They've won 11 in a row because she's just upped her averages across the board. There's a big reason why Vegas, my goodness, has just been winning. She is finding a way.
I'm gonna burn this mother down. I'm gonna burn it down to the ground.
A'ja, top of the key, 3 ball, gets it.
Flames, and like the phoenix rise again.
A'ja, how about the left side? Yeah. How about back-to-back threes for Las Vegas?
And just like that, the Aces now push their win streak to 12. And guess who's up next? The Minnesota Lynx.
I think we all felt it, right? You have the media, you can't hide it.
It's like B versus A, like who's gonna win?
Oh, my goodness.
She's so good that I think people get bored of her greatness, which is unfair to her, right? Because I don't think we'll ever see this again.
A'ja Wilson on fire.
It was no doubt in your mind that she was MVP, and I think she went and snatched it.
A'ja Wilson said this game is personal, but it's not about the links, it's about the Aces standard.
This performance has been impressive.
Like a phoenix from the ashes of the fire, I will rise. Like a phoenix from the ashes of the fire, I'm gonna burn.
The Aces shooting 56% from the floor, 50% from three. Becky Hammond said that they had not even tapped their potential offensively. I think they popped the top on it tonight. The big three did big three things with A'ja Wilson 31, Jackie Young 20, and Chelsea Gray 13 points tonight. The Aces have 3 games left, 2 against the Chicago Sky before they go to LA. Listen, you want to stay on that trajectory going up as you're approaching the playoffs, so you can't have a setback today. You've got to maintain that focus.
That's what it looks like when we start clicking on all cylinders. It looks like 97 points. Okay, and we know we have some stuff we can get better defensively, but damn it, I might have a drink tonight. Let's go! Like from here on out, nothing changes. It doesn't matter who we play. Every time we step on this court, we're about greatness and pulling greatness out of each other.
As soon as I had Joshua natural and realized I didn't have to recover from surgery, my mindset was, you can come back. Like, it can be done. I just felt that. Like I said, I was on this high where I just felt like I could do anything. Like, I just pushed a whole baby out of my body. So I'm like, I'm coming back.
She had already done a lot of more high-impact activities, and I know she came back thinking that, oh yeah, I'm ready to touch the court, really back.
She put me in check. We're gonna take our time because it's about longevity. We don't wanna rush it, just like an injury, you know? You don't wanna rush coming back. Took a lot of tedious work, but that's the most important. And you have to relearn your body and re-engage your core, you know, because it was just out here, so now it's got to be in here.
I know she was dreaming to go in for the first Chicago game. Like, oh, she was at my neck. Like, I can go in today. I was like, I know you can, but just give me a couple more days to make sure we're straight.
We had a game plan, and I trusted Jerica. So I waited until the next game. But once we finally got to this next game, I was so excited.
Oh, okay. She ready. She ready about that time. About that time. What we doing?
And I will tell you that Cheyenne was so grateful that day to just be available.
I was so excited. But it also, let's remember, they were on a winning streak. So I'm like in my mind, like, okay, I'm not about to be the reason this winning streak snaps.
And just to see her navigate this season has been just jaw-dropping. Like, I mean, we hear women doing like phenomenal things, but to witness it hands-on, like to get a front row seat, amazing. Like, in awe of the way that Cheyenne is just carrying herself, the way she's handling everything.
Cheyenne Parker-Tyus is back. Just 2 months after giving birth to her baby boy, she is bringing incredible depth and versatility to this roster and making it complete and active for this playoff run. I spoke with her earlier today, and she said she was most excited about bringing energy and matching the energy of this team, and she's excited to do that in her debut today.
Crowd making some noise. Cheyenne Parker-Tyus has stepped up to check in.
When she subbed in for Asia, if you look at how Asia just embraced just the substitution and them walking past each other, it was that because Asia has so much respect for Cheyenne.
When I got in, I just locked in. And they let the game come to me. My teammates just being who they were. Let me get my teammate a bucket.
She's going out and getting rebounds, setting screens, getting buckets. Like, that is just amazing.
You see Mama playing?
The reserve contribution has been huge. Evans with 11, Lloyd with 15, Cheyenne Parker-Tyus, she has 8.
Gustafson, right wing, gets it.
That's 15 threes by the Aces.
And Becky's been able to go to the bench more and come in and do a lot of positive things. It's been such an incredible season, and what a turnaround. 15 wins in a row now.
Cheyenne, what are you most proud of when you look at your journey back here?
Just being a mom, you know, being able to be a pro and still be able to be there for my children and just to go hard. Like, it gives me another level of strength, and I just try to show that.
It is not easy to get out there. She was pumping at halftime. I mean, it's remarkable for her to be out there right now, like almost miraculous.
All glory to God.
The game of the year might actually be the last game of the WNBA regular season. Las Vegas Aces at the Los Angeles Sparks. Happy that you're going to be there. The reason I say this is because the Las Vegas Aces have an opportunity to lock up the #2 seed.
Last the regular season. Oh, dang, they mad at you. You know how you already know the vibe.
Damn. I was photobombing, don't worry.
Not how you start, how you finish.
Prepare your mind, okay? Because what makes their season is beating teams like us. Finish well. We're not at the finish line yet, but we got to finish this race before we start the next race. Okay, let's go. Sprint through the line. Sprint through it.
There you go. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
For the Las Vegas Aces, still more to play for as they try to clinch that #2 seed, and another opportunity for Asia Wilson to showcase her resume for what could be an unprecedented 4th MVP, Mary.
That's exactly right. So maybe history in the making as you watch.
Becky Hammond says she kept telling the squad that they are so close. This team did some serious self-reflection and came out of it and said no more. 15-game winning streak they have into this final night of the regular season.
3rd longest win streak in WNBA history.
Incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
Last time this team was here, they were 13-13.
Boy, is this Vegas team playing loose and confident and to their strengths.
Nobody there. Oh, beautiful seal off and finish.
Two-man game, and right now, Vegas is on fire from 3.
Young. Say less.
What a shooting demonstration by the Las Vegas Aces in this first quarter.
Greatness is wearing 22 in white, folks.
Exactly right.
Should just joining us. 8th three-pointer of this half for the Aces. They're 8 of 14.
Well, I think Becky Hammond could just break a little smile there a little bit.
9, extra pass. Here's a slot tray from Lloyd.
What's warmer than on fire?
And maybe Jackie Young. I don't know. They're going back and forth right now. Lloyd and Young are. I don't care what you say. Women are phenomenal. That mama strength is something else. Great Gray, what a pass! Whipped it in there to Smith. The maestro playing a beautiful symphony this afternoon. Gray finds a cutting Wilson right at the rim. Between the legs, behind the back, Jewel Lloyd for 3. 4 seconds separate shot clock from game clock. Parker Tigers goes window. Wow. Gray, a triple.
Unbelievable night shooting the 3. 17 of them.
Nye, the rookie, knocks down her first triple. 19 three-pointers tonight, ties the WNBA record for the Aces. Wilson for the record, and there it is. 20 three-point field goals.
We've seen a lot of great shooting performances, but wow, this one is amazing.
Be that for the 2025 season. With the win, Las Vegas clinches the number 2 seed in the playoffs.
Come on! That's how you end the season. Let's go with the Dogs.
When we're trying to figure out who we're going to play for playoffs, I kept telling Chelsea, I'm like, I'm telling you, we're going to play Seattle. And I just kind of remember saying, like, you know, I just don't want this series to be about me.
There was a lot of emotion that we took on with Jewel because we're just like, we gotta have her back in this moment. It's bigger than this, it's a statement.
Seattle taking on the hottest team in the W. Las Vegas winners of 16 straight.
Seattle is stacked. Seattle has a lot of pieces.
They're not a 7-seed team. Like, they have Olympians on that team. They're a well-veteran team.
For us and the way that people play us, we have to bring our A game every single time.
Asia needed to bring different things out of her bag to be effective against those bigs.
Boston in traffic, and here come the Aces. Parker Tyus with the easy layup. Skylar Dickens just got put on a cheap Delta flight on that pump fake by Jewel Lloyd. Wilson spins, got it. Obell with a great fake and bucket. What a dime! How did she find Smith? Out to Young. That's not the person you want to leave open. Knocks down another 3-ball. Evans drives it right by Brown. Wow! Las Vegas Aces will take game 1. They will have won now their 17th consecutive game.
We went to Seattle, and now we're playing with a team that's really upset. I don't think we matched that fire the second game.
Storm to tie. Malonga running the floor. Got it and one. Gray tried to hit Young and threw it away. Diggins one-on-one. Got to her strong hand. Big time bucket. Gray to inbound. Here's Lloyd. Got a look. Missed it. And that'll do it. An incredible resurrection for a team that was on life support with just a few minutes to go. We'll go back to Las Vegas for Game 3 Thursday night.
The ball stopped moving, but more importantly, our defense let us down.
One thing about our team is we're going to always have each other's backs, no matter what. And when the going gets rough, we always know if we can look to our left and our right, we know that we have more than enough.
Many times my friends seem to feel that my heart is never made to bleed. Many times they feel like I've never been made to cry all night long. I never will forget after going through hard trials and tribulations. Many nights I had to get out of my bed, yes I did. Get down on my praying bones. I had to look up and ask the Lord, increase my faith, Lord. Increase my faith, Lord. Increase my faith. Increase. Increase my faith, Lord. Increase my faith, Lord. Please, Jesus. Increase my faith.
Seattle comes into this game knowing that they can win here like they did during the regular season.
Like, this game's going to be won or lost by who wins the battle in the paint.
Wilson on the roll. Got it and one. Asia Wilson with 31. Smith turned a corner, got to the rim with a reverse. The Aces have turned up the intensity meter defensively.
This game has been, I think, a wrestling match.
Tough shot by Chelsea Gray. Sykes got blocked by Gray. The putback good and one.
I remember Chelsea saying in the timeout, there's no time for my bads anymore. We have to play perfect basketball. And even though it was not perfect, we still had each other's back.
Obviously, we're trying to get Asia the ball. Although tonight it didn't matter who guarded her. She was just on a heater.
With the efficiency, the effectiveness that Asia Wilson has played with in this game, yeah, you got to get on her back and ride her the rest of the way.
Wilson in her bag like the fries are at the bottom tonight.
With the intensity that both of these teams are playing with, you understand both are doing everything they can to get to the semifinals. Seattle's got to try to keep the ball out of the hands of Asia Wilson.
That's the third block of the ball game for Wilson. Young, big time bucket. Vegas by 2. Akumake for the lead. Diggins for 3. Butter. And the Storm have stormed back. Wilson with an open floor. Drives. Comes off. And rebounded by Malunga. They got a 2-on-1. Diggins and Wheeler for the lead. Wheeler got it. And Seattle takes a 1-point lead. Down by 1, 18.7 to go. Plenty of time.
We put the ball in Asia's hand. I mean, you know, she's the best player in the world. We have a lot of confidence in her. And honestly, we think every shot's going in.
Oh, I ask your master. I ask your master. Lord, please increase.
Comes off. The putback good. Jackie Young inside. Gives the Aces a 1-point lead.
Yeah, being in the right place at the right time, I guess. You know, God was on my side.
Open look for the lead. It comes off, loose ball, 1 to go. Williams, it won't count. It's over. The Aces advance. They turn out the lights on Seattle's season.
You know, these are the moments that, you know, that you work for. I always say, you know, pressure is a good thing.
I mean, our season could have been going home, and I could have still been dealing with people telling me to go do bad things to myself because I missed a shot. But Jackie Young didn't allow that.
The last play worked out just how we drew it up, and it was very sweet. It was awesome. And going into the locker room after with this team, they knew the weight I had going into that series, and to be around the coaches of that knew, be around players who knew the truth. It was just like, this is who I am. This is where I'm supposed to be.
One quarter. Come on. The quarter that we held them to 7. But that's what we're capable of when we're locked in. And our offense was just good enough. She got a new name. It's Putback Jack. It won us the game. We've been harping on you guys the whole time. Asia, at one point, play calling didn't matter. You just took the game over. Jewel Lloyd. The rain just stopped. The storm is gone.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I know everybody's super excited about tonight, which I am too, but like I gotta get our hard hats on and get these guys prepped and ready for what's coming next.
Best of 5 semifinal series between Las Vegas and the Indiana Fever.
Game 1, I felt like there was a lot of hoopla. Asia just won her MVP.
We are watching the ascension of one of the greatest players ever.
We just didn't have the lock-in factor. I felt like we absolutely did not show up to the gym appropriately in Game 1. The team felt that, the team knew that, they know.
I feel like it was so many emotions with playing Indiana that I was trying not to get caught up in. Because it's like when you get traded, your first thought is just like, damn, they found somebody better than me, or they don't see my value. And sometimes when you want it too bad, you're like forcing it too much, and I just didn't have the game that I wanted.
Now an 8-0 run for the Aces. Remember, they're a resilient team themselves.
The thing about them was more so like grit and nothing to lose.
Odyssey Sims is feeling it.
They were our kryptonite.
Acrobatic pass to Turner, who catches and scores.
It was the speed, it was the physicality.
Hall left open for three, and she hits it.
Lexi Hall is playing the best games of her career.
Now we got Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. Kelsey Mitchell, one of the most explosive, exciting guards in our league.
I mean, her bag is deep. She's shifty. She can shoot the three. She can shoot a step back three. Like, I mean, it was just our job to try to make it hard on her.
31 points, and she has taken over this game.
Obviously, we didn't do that.
4-3 of the game, 34 points.
Obviously proud of them because they definitely gave us like a beating.
Indiana Fever have pulled off the upset.
You know, they win the first game here. We're Dubs, and it was like they had won a championship.
The next day I came in, just be strong, courageous. I just had that in my spirit, and I shared it with my staff. That's the very essence of encouragement, though, right? Yes. To give another person courage.
Boy, you give somebody courage, watch out.
In a 5-game series, to lose game 1, now you're talking you got to win the next 3 out of 4. There's going to be a battle.
I remember just telling the team, like, the way I showed up in that game, like, y'all, that's not me. Like, I promise I'm going to do better. This is what I want. Like, I want to show up for these big moments.
Different than Alyssa Smith.
It's playoffs. We all want to win, so we got to put our best foot forward.
No look. Chelsea to Asia. The flashing bucket. Young, great catch. Terrific finish. Evans working on the baseline and hits. No look to Gustafson and the finish.
Chelsea Gray has been a difference maker for the Las Vegas offense.
Another no look. The Aces running away with it. Alyssa Smith, who continues on her career night. Howard got rejected by the MVP. Jewel Lloyd, exactly what the Aces need. Las Vegas Aces, in convincing fashion, have tied up this series at a game apiece.
We do it together, Chelsea. 10 dimes, Jack, you had 5. We're a different team when you guys are just spraying it to everybody. Please don't be happy. Like, we're sitting here, but we have a lot of unfinished business, okay? And it's going to be harder in Indy. We were the tougher, more aggressive, more physical team. Tell me what you wrote yourself.
Don't blend. You and your teammates separate yourselves, win the game, and also win the battle. Never back down and show up as your true self. Trust God to release all your burdens onto Him. Play free and play forgiven.
Should we stop with that
one? Tonight in Indianapolis, Indiana, Game 3 is underway. The fling ahead, beautifully done, and Young lays it in.
Smith and Wilson both get their hands on that one.
We had to rely on our endurance, we had to rely on our conditioning, and we were able to rely on the bench more, and I think in those crucial moments you have to.
Dana Evans has been a difference maker here in Game 3.
Wilson scoops it up, drives it, and finishes, plus the foul. Great, tough bucket for one of the playoffs' all-time best. The strength of Jackie Young.
I've been saying that she's the best two-way guard in the league. There's nothing she can't do.
She has this ability to just take over games and get on a heater.
Young, another for Jackie Young, 3 for 3. Gray in the corner, connects. Great look from Young. Smith up under and in. The Las Vegas Aces are 1 win away from heading to the WNBA Finals.
Game 4, that's a team that they play hard together, incredibly resilient, and don't give me this fluff about they have people off waivers, they have this, that. That was a very good team.
The games were rough. They were physical. They were hitting us with some serious blows.
Sims stops and banks it in.
You understood the fire and the heart that they were playing with. And that is very, very hard to play alongside and to match up with because that's something you can't replicate.
Indiana is a different team when Odyssey Sims plays like this.
Arming through traffic. Lefty layup is good. Odyssey Sims. Aaliyah Boston going to work. Mitchell's pull-up is good. The Indiana Fever stay alive.
So the pressure is on Las Vegas. It is time for a gut check for this team.
Thank you, Judge.
Get around, get around, get around! Off! My
Nice.
Keep your feet moving the whole time. Keep your feet moving. Here. Wait.
You got to embrace heart. You got to embrace these kind of atmospheres. You all worked your tails off for that number 2 spot. But there's only 2 things that lie at your doorstep. 2 things. And it's either exit meetings with me tomorrow or the finals.
Come on now. Together, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Together.
Game 5 was probably one of the biggest games we probably had this whole season, only because it is really a win-or-go-home situation, and probably a lot of people wanted to see us go home. And so for us to kind of have that in the back of our heads and still having to show up, that takes a lot.
Wilson will take and hit. Asia Wilson can do it all. Young a 3 is good.
I mean, the last couple years, to me, it's been Asia 1A, Jackie 1B. They're 2 great players, completely different games, obviously, but they complement each other so well. It's incredible how much spotlight Asia gets, but she will never dim Jackie's light. Instead, she's like, nah, this is Jackie. We need Jackie. We go as Jackie goes.
Young in transition, lays it in, puts the foul.
And just to see Jackie just step into this role and just be this dominating player, it's incredible.
This is what I wanted. To be able to, play alongside A, yeah, it's special.
Jackie Young is dialed in.
To be able to have the ball in my hands a little bit more, handle the rocks a little bit more, to be able to perform at a high level. Yeah, I love this game.
Jackie Young is doing it all in Game 5. Wilson and Young have been sensational for the Aces.
Kelsey Mitchell was on a tear, and unfortunately, she gets hurt. And when that happened, we let our guard down. We thought it was going to be easy.
Kelsey Mitchell cannot go. It would be hard to see a path to victory for the Fever.
There's something that is so valuable about going through adversity, and that team had gone through adversity. That team knew they could next man up.
Kelsey Mitchell going down with Aaliyah Boston on the bench, and they still managed to continue to fight.
It was just like a heavyweight slugfest. It was just going to be whoever threw that last punch.
Gray, she got it. Powers the deflection and the knockaway. Here comes Ariel Powers, and it is a 1-possession game. The Indiana Fever just do not ever say die. Big bucket there for Asia Wilson. Hall has to get it in, finds Sims. Sims avoids the contact. Sims lays it in, and this game is tied. Young trying to shake Petty. Young leaning, misses the layup to tip, no good, and there will be overtime.
I was obviously pissed off, I could have just ripped my jersey off, honestly, whenever I missed that. I knew that we had, 5 more minutes to kind of figure it out. I tell Chelsea, look at me, just give me a second. I'm cool, I'm good, just give me a second.
Stick with the D down there. We got to get multiple stops. Getting great looks. Fall. Don't even worry about it.
This is where our identity shows up. It doesn't show up in the regular season. It shows up in these moments now. Who do we want to be? Who wants it more?
Huge 3 from Jewel Lloyd. Chelsea Gray, a magician in overtime.
That's the thing with, being a really great team is people can play with you for a while and maybe even for a game or 2, but eventually you keep taking hits and cracks at that rock, and eventually it's going to break open for you.
Gray taking over in overtime. The Aces can taste it. Evans pull up. Is good. The Aces guards can't miss in OT. And that will do it. The Las Vegas Aces have survived the fever and are headed back to the WNBA Finals.
The Las Vegas Aces, led by their stars, their MVP, A'ja Wilson, was dynamite. Jackie Young just consistently comes through time after time. And of course, Chelsea Gray, she knows what it takes to get there.
And it's not just one person, it's not just 5 people, it's everybody. And everybody you see right here contributes to this game, whether they touched the floor or they didn't, and that's the sign of a championship team.
Once we got through Indiana, we really did break through into a whole nother type of toughness.
Man, we made it as hard as possible, but we did it.
We've seen everything. We've got everybody's best shot. It was just like, okay, now let's go win it.
How we were playing and our mindset going to the finals, there was no doubt in my mind that we were winning the championship.
We've done this. Like, okay, yes, we had our little winning streak. We know we can be dominant, but we can also close out tough games.
Trust your work, trust each other, but like let it pay dividends.
For the Las Vegas Aces, is it time to start talking Dynasty? They have a chance to join the Houston Comets as only the second team in league history.
Hey boys, do the noise. Together, 3, 1, 2, 3.
We were battle tested at that point. And I think Phoenix is looking at us like, see, y'all should have been eliminated twice.
Here we go!
Is it destiny? Is it dynasty? The winner of game 1 wins this title 70% of the time, so who comes out swinging? We're about to find out the first step.
Wilson buries the jumper. Thomas storms in again and finishes. Sabally lays it in and is off to a big start in game 1.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
So much action. These players are gassed.
Jackie and I were cooked, burnt out. Just like overtime got to us.
Yeah, I just didn't have that pop that I usually have, didn't have my legs. I'm getting to my same spots, shooting the same shots, and everything's just short.
When Jewel was like, this series is really gonna be up to the bench for sure. Our stars are gonna be our stars, right? But we gotta be good.
And the wave of how, the second unit plays too, with me and Dana coming in, I knew we had fresh legs.
Oh, what a look! Great Lloyd!
The impact of Jewel Lloyd has been enormous in this first quarter. Jewel Lloyd and Dana Evans, a huge punch for Vegas.
And when you see Dana Evans got that look in her eyes, watch out, because she is going to pick you apart.
She's always been a shot creator, and Vegas needs more of that from
You
her.
hear people saying, oh, she can't do this, oh, she can't do that. So you try to prove these people wrong when all along it's like, no, just keep proving you right.
Our bench production and our pros that we have on our bench showed up.
Hitting shots, knocking down timely buckets, defensively making huge steals and possessions.
That's what makes us a dangerous team. You got 2 people that can come in and hit you for 20 off the bench. Like, that's a lot of firepower.
Even with the punch that Phoenix threw, our bench withstood it.
Evans connects!
Come on, baby!
Evans again! Dana Evans lighting the finals on fire. Another chance for Las Vegas. Wilson fading and hitting. 1-point game. Back to Wilson, 5 to shoot. Wilson stripped by Thomas. Thomas in transition, likes this opportunity. And Young fouls her. AT going to the line.
Hey, settle in. Settle in. We're good, no more.
Thomas missed them both. Now, strategy for both teams.
There was no doubt in my mind that Becky was going to Kia for the end of the game.
Because Kia's our anchor. She is our anchor of defense no matter how you put it, whether she played 12 seconds, 14 seconds, 40 minutes.
Get the board, okay? Time out. You're starting to get tied up. Time out.
She hears her name and without a hitch, Superwoman.
I don't think there was a nervous twitch in her body and not having that expectation and us calling her to be able to finish off the 12 seconds.
I don't know. I walk out there, I'm like, hey, who you want? I'm like, Chelsea, who you want? Like, I'm just here, like, I'll go where you need me to go. And so, ended up on saw 2 in the corner, and then AT slipped the screen, actually. And I was like, Chelsea, what you want to do, girl? What you want to do? She's like, switch. So we go switch, and then I see AT going to pick and roll. I'm like, Jackie, screen, switch.
Phoenix has to move. 5 seconds left. Sably looking at the clock, leaning, can't hit. Rebound Young. The Aces take game 1.
No clean looks. Give Kia Stokes all kinds of credit. She comes in for that last defensive stand and makes the play when she switches out onto Kalia Copper.
We won without you guys having to score 30. That's a great sign for us. Jewel, Dana, the bench, Meg, and everybody that came in on time. On time. That's what makes us a dangerous team, is because on any given night, maybe one of us is a little off, but y'all others pick each other up. We do it together, and that was a prime example. And do not be satisfied with one.
Yes, ma'am.
Defend the home court. All we did is do what we're supposed to do. Let's go.
It is game 2 of these best-of-7 finals.
Becky Hammond has told us through these playoffs that we go as our guards go.
Quarter by quarter. We do all of our habits, all the small details to get it done. Win the game. Do everything to win the game.
Gray, she got it. What a dart. And Smith lays it in. A 10-0 run from Vegas. Wilson. That's in another. Gray and Wilson are cooking. Come on!
We have all just banked equity with each other off the court. We get an understanding of what makes people great. How do we get the best out of them?
10 assists now for Gray.
Chelsea Gray has had a command of the floor that is reminiscent of some of her best minutes throughout the course of her career.
Gray, what a dish. Young stops, pops, hits, puts the foul. Jackie Young takeover.
Jackie really got going in that third quarter.
A little bit, huh?
Yep.
She's a bad, bad girl.
Here's Young. Her 3 is good.
And I tell this to all my teammates, but particularly Jackie, like, just remember who you are.
Young, what a drive. Jackie Young all the way home.
Me and my teammates were getting me the ball. I was just trying to make the right read, be aggressive, and not turn the ball over.
All we did was do what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to take care of our home court. When I see those moments of them pulling in together, it's like a proud moment for me to see them work together like that.
I think the biggest thing we kind of said to ourselves is like, we just have to play the game that's in front of us. And going into Phoenix, that's the same mindset that we're gonna have.
Wilson baiting and hitting.
Phoenix is a hard place to play at, but we gotta make sure that we can just stay solid in what we do in our system. And we just gotta play defense. We gotta buckle in and get ready to just weather storms. We can't stop here. We can't be satisfied.
And that is going to do it. A dominant Game 2 victory from the Las Vegas Aces. And they have taken a 2-0 lead in these best-of-7 finals.
All right, listen.
Come on, bring it on. Bring it on.
Don't be satisfied. Don't be satisfied. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. Okay, game 3s, since I've been here, are the toughest games to get. We got to get that mindset to go get game 3. I think it's time we keep putting that exclamation point on the series.
In game 3, it was kind of like bumpy, but again, those Indiana challenges, the challenges against Seattle prepared us for that game 3 moment where it didn't faze us. We weren't nervous.
I think it just shows a testament to our entire team. It's just like we needed each other this year. We just knew we just had too much. We've been through too much. We had play calls we haven't used all season. We had counters that we haven't used all season. And we knew our defense was going to help us win this championship.
This series really challenged me defensively, and I've worked so hard. And I think I'm really proud of myself and the growth that I've shown. So obviously it was a little bit frustrating right before is when, Dwana had, a drive past me and then she had that step back 3. But my team showed a lot of confidence because they were like, you know what, we're living with that step back 3. You made her step back. That is what we needed defensively. And so I thought that brought a lot of confidence right into that next play.
They continue to pick on the matchup of Gustafson.
I'd never prayed so hard in my life. It was a very quick prayer. I was like, dear Lord, if I never get another defensive stop in my life, Please let it be this one.
Thomas on the drive, can't finish. Wilson tips it. Vegas has it.
They try to go at Meg as a mismatch. Meg held her ground. We get a big stop. It's like everyone had a defensive moment that set the tone.
Shot clock turned off. Tie game. Young spinning. Young leaning. And before the shot, timeout taken by Becky Hammond.
I'm so glad that she called her timeout. There's nobody on this planet can get us an open shot better than Becky Hammond. And she drew it up, the spacing, the cuts, and got Asia an open shot.
Phoenix is a team where you can never sleep on them because they have enough pieces that can do things on all three levels to always keep them in the game. And so I think that shot represented for us more so of like, we can't allow y'all to even see the light.
So much on the line right now in these finals. The Aces a 2-0 series lead.
When Asia gets that look in her eyes, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about, she just is really unguardable and can't be stopped.
Ray gets it in. Wilson on the drive. The fade. You bet! You bet! Asia Wilson with .1 to go.
The season she had, it was all encompassing. She deserved that moment. And it'll go down as one of the best shots in WNBA history.
2.2 on the clock when she released it, that's pretty sick.
That's excellent defense. That's unstoppable offense. 0.3 to go. Thomas looking in. Thomas gonna lob it in. Bonner nearly got it to go. An outstanding look, but the Aces hold on and take game 3. And the Aces are 1 win away from a 3rd title.
We're almost there, man. That was great for TV, not so great for my heart. But you know what is good for my heart? These 11 ladies are good for my heart. I'm gonna battle with y'all anytime. I believe in you guys. And by the way, it never quit. Even in June, May, when it wasn't looking good, I could tell you, I'd seen too much brilliance to let you guys off the hook. I'd seen too much brilliance, and you guys were brilliant out there today. Let's go.
One more. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
This is a team that was 500 in early August that suffered the 2nd largest defeat in league history and now on the brink of a championship.
Keep that ball popping, play with each other and for each other. Okay? That's how you got here.
Sit together, y'all. Have fun tonight.
Yes! Nice look from Young, and Smith lays it in.
Everybody's mentality going into that game was just we're so close. We'll be damned if we let somebody take this from us.
That game 4, our offense was clicking with our defense, and there was a series of we hit 4 threes in a row. I was like, oh man, we're just rolling.
Again, Young connects. 9th 3 of the half. Wilson sees a lane, lays it in. Plus the foul.
It was just so amazing to just see my teammates just beam so much light.
They might not need a plane to get back to the strip tonight.
No one believed in us, no one saw it. Even when we were winning, they're like, I still don't think they're good.
Lloyd, another offensive rebound.
We had the self-doubt and we had the hunched shoulders and just the constant why us, what is going on? So to see them have so much joy and the smiling faces, even on the court, it was just a sense of not just relief, but just pure happiness.
We knew we couldn't be denied.
Evans connects on a corner pop. We've never had a season like this. And now Asia and the Aces 40 seconds away from a 3rd title.
I just remember we had a timeout and I'm literally trying to reel my team in because I can see them jittery. And I'm like, y'all just hold on. Guys, just hold on.
All this hard work, all the tears, the sweat, the blood, the injuries, just the nonsense, the BS, like we did it.
Stokes gets it in. That will do it. That's 3 of a kind for the Las Vegas Aces. A dynasty declared.
We're under the sun, diving in. We learn to live on, try again. Forever alive, we live forever.
Love you, bro.
We live forever. Now is your time. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
Oh, man. Can't believe you won that.
Show me something. Just watch me now. I feel the power. It's all that matters. I have no fear of what's next. Now is your time. The world is mine.
I'm so proud of you.
Out of the shadows and into the light. Who are the heroes? I won't go down.
3 times. 3 times. Man, there's 3 of them. 3 of them in 4 years.
Man, 3 and 4 years.
Becky has done tremendous things for this franchise. And it's not just her basketball mind. It's the way that she can, form relationships and bonds with people. And I think that's when you see winning cultures, is when your leader is so poured into you. You want to win and play for her. So we're grateful. Obviously, you keep bringing championships to Vegas. And we're just happy to be on the ride with you. You know me, I'm a Southern girl, and in the Baptist church. When you heard that, you knew the word was powerful.
You know, Becky was definitely the person that believed in me from the start. I was kind of written off in exile, but I ended up in the promised land, so.
Come on.
I love being their coach. I'm invested in their greatness and getting that out of them every day. And I know I've shared tears with all of them along this journey, especially this year. And this one hits different because it was different.
God has been over us this whole time. And one thing about God is you gotta be patient. And when you're patient and you give him all your burdens, good things happen.